must tell you all about the politics that is breaking out. This after a verdict came in the Delhi 2020 riots case and in which the court held Tahir Hussain and 4 others guilty. There's a lot of political reactions coming in. In the latest, Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal has reacted, and this is his first response after the verdict came out. Arvind Kejriwal has distanced himself from Tahir Hussain, and not just that, he's also taken a jibe at the Bharatiya Janata Party and the AIMIM. Arvind Kejriwal asks, didn't he join one of Chanda Chor Party's sister organizations? So Arvind Kejriwal there taunting BJP and the AIMIM. Let me in fact go across to Kritika, my colleague, who's getting us more details. Kritika, we have seen a wave of political reactions on this issue. Arvind Kejriwal's is the latest, in which he's hitting out at the BJP and AIMIM, trying to distance himself from Tahir Hussain.
Well, absolutely. Swati, even in the first version that we heard from the Aam Aadmi Party yesterday was about how Tahir Hussain had been dissociated from the party since late February 2020. So this is the version that had come in from the Aam Aadmi Party. And now we're also seeing a direct, in fact, post that Arvind Kejriwal has also made, because earlier in the day and even all throughout yesterday, we've had BJP leaders, in fact, single out Arvind Kejriwal and said how Tahir Hussain was very close, a close confidant also of Mr. Kejriwal. So now he's taking on these allegations. The BJP earlier in the day has also, in fact, stated that Tahir Hussain was just an actor and who was the director in the case of the East Delhi riots that took place last year. So, of course, that took place earlier. So, of course, amidst all these allegations, Arvind Kejriwal also now, and in a post on the platform, X stated that, in fact, there has been no association with Hussain in the past. Over to you.
Well, the Aam Aadmi Party did issue a statement saying that they took action against Tahir Hussain. Now, Arvind Kejriwal distancing himself from Tahir Hussain and trying to put the entire focus on BJP and AIMIM. Let's talk about what transpired in 2020. Thank you, Kritika, for getting us the details. So, the murder of IB staffer Ankit Sharma was one of the most horrific and politically charged murders that took place during the 2020 Delhi riots. Remember how for days together unprecedented violence was witnessed in the national capital. Now a Delhi court has given its verdict holding Tahir Hussain and 4 others guilty of the murder of the IB staffer Ankit Sharma. And despite this conviction, despite the court verdict, Tahir Hussain remains defiant. Take a look at this sequence.
ताहिर जी, आपको सजा सुनाई है कोर्ट ने, आपको कुछ कहना है क्या? ताहिर जी, आपको सजा सुनाई है कोर्ट ने, आपको कुछ कहना है क्या? ताहिर जी, आपको सजा सुनाई है कोर्ट ने, आपको कुछ कहना है क्या? ताहिर जी, आपको सजा सुनाई है कोर्ट ने, आपको कुछ कहना है क्या?
Well, we also had an exclusive conversation with the brother of slain officer Ankit Sharma. Ankur Sharma tells Times Now that yes, the family is welcoming this verdict, but then he's also questioning the delay as far as the other accused in the case are concerned. Let's listen in to this conversation between my colleague Priyank and Ankit Sharma's brother, Ankur Sharma.
कौन सा भी फैमिली का अंकुर जी? प्रियांक बोल रहा हूँ टाइम्स हाउस से।
जी सर बस परिवार की तो सर यही मांग है, जो भी दोषी है उनको कड़ी से कड़ी सजा मिलनी चाहिए, उनको फांसी की सजा मिलनी चाहिए। और सर ये सभी की मांग रही है, हमारी भी, और जो जितनी भी जनता है पिछले भी सभी लोगों ने सपोर्ट किया, मीडिया चैनल्स ने हमको सपोर्ट किया और सभी राजनीतिक पार्टियों ने हमें सपोर्ट किया कि भाई को इंसाफ मिलना चाहिए। इस परिवार को गर्व भी है अपने भाई पर, और सर दूसरा हमारे परिवार को ये है कि उसको इंसाफ मिलना चाहिए। जितनी बुरी तरीके से उसको ब्रूटली मारा गया, उसका तो कोई दोष नहीं था, उसको टारगेट किलिंग करके मारा गया। तो अब यही चाहता है परिवार, जो भी दोषी है उन सबको कड़ी से कड़ी सजा मिले।
एक बात बताइए, अब ताहिर हुसैन जो है पहले आम आदमी पार्टी में थे, बाद में उनके बेटे AIMIM में चले गए। तो पॉलिटिकल पार्टियां जो संरक्षण की राजनीति और वोट बैंक की राजनीति करती हैं, उससे दुख कितना होता है आप लोग को देख करके इन सब चीजों को?
सर इसके लिए तो मैं कुछ कहना नहीं चाहूँगा, मैं पॉलिटिकल चीजें तो नहीं बहुत बोल पाऊंगा
जी,
या पॉलिटिकल पार्टी क्या करती है उसके
नहीं एज ए फैमिली, क्योंकि आपने देखा कि फिर उनके बेटे ने AIMIM ज्वाइन किया, उनकी वाइफ ने ज्वाइन किया। तो ऐसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टियां जो राजनीति के लिए ऐसे लोगों को जगह देती हैं, उनके लिए कैसा फील होता है आप लोगों को? परिवार में क्या बात होती है?
सर मैं उनके लिए तो कुछ नहीं कहना चाहूँगा। सर जो भी राजनीतिक पार्टी है पॉलिटिकल आपने नाम लिए है, ये क्या सोचती है, क्या थिंकिंग है सर, इनका तो मुझे नहीं पता थिंकिंग क्या है। और
ये गलत है सही है, मतलब सही गलत तो समझ में आता होगा।
गलत है, अच्छे लोगों को मौका मिलना चाहिए राजनीति में। और बस इतना इसमें कहना चाहूंगा कि अच्छे लोगों को मौका दे, अच्छे लोगों की राजनीति करे। और बस, और सर मैं उनके लिए कुछ कहना चाहूंगा, कौन क्या कर रहा है राजनीतिक पार्टी सबको टिकट दे रही है नहीं दे रही, वो तो सर उनका पर्सनल इशू है, पर्सनल विषय है, इसलिए तो मैं नहीं बोल पाऊंगा।
बट एज ए पीड़ित परिवार आपको दुख होता है?
हाँ सर, दुख तो होता है सर, ऑब्वियसली सभी को दुख होगा सर, जो भी पीड़ित परिवार होगा सभी को दुख होगा, हमें भी दुख होता है। और तो सर फाइनली हमारी सिर्फ यही मांग है कि जो भाई की दोषी है, भाई को इंसाफ मिले और सभी हमारा सपोर्ट करे। आप मीडिया के चैनल्स ने हमारा बहुत सपोर्ट किया है, सभी लोगों ने हमारा, जो भी हमारी जनता है सभी ने सपोर्ट किया है, राजनीतिक पार्टियों ने सभी ने सपोर्ट किया है, आम आदमी पार्टी, बीजेपी, कांग्रेस, जितनी भी राजनीतिक पार्टी है सभी ने हमारा सपोर्ट किया है। भाई को इंसाफ दिलाने में सभी ने आवाज उठाई थी। तो मैं यही चाहूँगा कि भाई को इंसाफ मिलेगी।
जी अंकुर जी, टाइम साहब से बात करने शुक्रिया अंकुर जी।
नमस्कार।
So you heard Ankit Sharma's brother there saying people who face serious criminal charges and their family should not be given any political space. And he was in fact talking about the induction of Tahir Hussein's family into the AIMI. Let's now tell you all about the politics which is intensifying over this issue. A reaction that has come in from Congress leader Imran Masood has sparked a massive controversy. He's tried injecting the angle of religion. Imran Masood says Tahir would have been acquitted if his name was Kapil.
देखिए, जो एविडेंसेस कलेक्ट किए, क्या हुआ क्या नहीं, क्योंकि कोर्ट का मामला है, मैं नहीं कहता, लेकिन उसका नाम ताहिर है, ये बड़ी चीज है। अगर उसका नाम कपिल होता वो भी बरी हो जाता।
In fact, we have some breaking inputs coming in. Kapil Mishra has also reacted on the development and the politics around it. Kapil Mishra says that Tahir Hussain was only an actor, and he says that there are others involved who were the actual masterminds and directors behind the entire plot, the riots that took place in 2020.
हमारा ये मानना है कि इस मामले में ये रेयरेस्ट ऑफ द रेयर मर्डर है और ताहिर हुसैन के द्वारा और उसके साथियों के द्वारा और उनके मास्टरमाइंड्स के द्वारा दिल्ली में एक भयानक साजिश रची गई थी। हम ये भी मानते हैं कि ताहिर हुसैन केवल एक्टर है, इस पूरे घटनाक्रम का डायरेक्टर कोई और लोग हैं, मास्टरमाइंड कोई और लोग हैं। ताहिर हुसैन के हाथों में खंजर दिया गया, लेकिन देने वाले, चलवाने वाले, इसका नैरेटिव बनाने वाले लोग अभी भी बचे हुए हैं। केजरीवाल के, मनीष सिसोदिया के, संजय सिंह के हाथ हिंदुओं के खून से रंगे हुए हैं। उनके हाथों में हिंदुओं का बेगुनाह, मासूम, निरपराध, निशस्त्र अंकित शर्मा जैसे हिंदुओं का खून केजरीवाल, मनीष सिसोदिया और संजय सिंह के हाथ में है।
Big allegations there being leveled by Kapil Mishra, who names the top leadership of the Aam Aadmi Party. We have Sabyasachi getting us more details on the broadcast. Sabyasachi, unfortunate, yes, but there is a lot of politics happening on the entire issue. Every political party pointing fingers at the other. Imran Masood says, had his name been Kapil, he would have been acquitted.
Well, that's right. See, Imran Masood stating that had his name, had Ankit Mishra, had Tahir Hussein's name been Kapil, he would have been acquitted. So this is the kind of remarks that is coming in from the Congress party. Meanwhile, the Congress party has not officially reacted to these remarks made by Imran Masood. But clearly, a lot of politics could be seen going on. And Arvind Kejriwal took to social media X stating that he had long fired Mr. Tahir Hussain from the party. So was the official response that came in from the AAP party yesterday, that they had severed their ties with Tahir Hussain after his name came in the FIR. Meanwhile, they also took a jibe at the Bharatiya Janata Party, stating that Tahir Hussain joined the B team of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Meanwhile, Kapil Mishra putting out a huge allegation against the Aam Aadmi Party High Command, stating that Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, Sanjay Singh, as well as Manish Sisodia has the blood of Hindus in their hand, because it is also important to note the kind of observation that the High Court had made yesterday while pronouncing the order. They said that this was a targeted killing, and and this was targeted attack that had taken place on Hindus in the national capital, and serious charges were leveled against Tahir Hussain. But the politics is still going on, and the BJP has been blaming the Aam Aadmi
has
Party.
also leveled grave allegations against the top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party. In fact, my colleague Madhavdas Gopalakrishnan spoke exclusively with Delhi Minister Kapil Mishra. Let's take a look at that sequence. Sabya, thank you for getting us the details.
And with the conviction of Tahir Hussain, joining us now is a very special guest. We have Delhi Minister Kapil Mishra joining us. Kapil Mishra ji, हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए बहुत धन्यवाद. Your first reaction to the news of Tahir Hussein's conviction?
See, it was a long-awaited news. People of Delhi and this country were waiting for the justice. अगर आपको ध्यान हो, ये जो केस है, ये निरपराध बेगुनाह आईबी ऑफिसर अंकित शर्मा जी के मर्डर का केस है और ये कोई साधारण मर्डर नहीं था। ये 51 बार उनके शरीर को चाकुओं से गोदा गया, यानी कि मरने के बाद भी उन पर चाकुओं के हमले करते रहे और उसके बाद उनके शव को नाले में फेंक दिया गया और 2 दिन के बाद वो शव नाले से बाहर निकला था। वो जो दृश्य है वो ये देश कभी भूल नहीं सकता, दिल्ली कभी भूल नहीं सकती। आज लगभग 6 साल से भी ज्यादा हो चुके हैं। आज का जो कोर्ट का फैसला है वो उस बात को साबित करता है जो हम पिछले 6 साल से कह रहे हैं कि दिल्ली के दंगे सुनियोजित तरीके से प्लान करके दिल्ली में हिंदुओं का नरसंहार करने की साजिश थे। पहले सड़कों को बंद किया गया और योजना ये थी कि चारों तरफ से सड़कों को बंद करने के बाद घेर के हिंदू समाज के ऊपर हमले किए जाएंगे। छतों के ऊपर जो बम मिले, पत्थर मिले, एसिड मिले और यहां तक कि बड़ी बड़ी गुलेल जिनका निशाना सीधे मंदिरों की तरफ था, उसके वीडियो और फोटो सब पूरे देश ने देखे हैं, पूरी दिल्ली ने देखे हैं। अंकित शर्मा जी जैसे बहुत सारे बेगुनाह लोगों ने अपने प्राण गंवाए हैं। मैं ये कहना चाहता हूं, ताहिर हुसैन केवल एक्टर है, अभी डायरेक्टर बचे हुए हैं। ताहिर हुसैन जैसे लोगों ने मर्डर किया, लेकिन इसका नैरेटिव जिन लोगों ने बनाया और जिन्होंने बचाने की बातें की, जो आज उमर खालिद के समर्थन में बयान दे रहे हैं, सड़कों पे उतर रहे हैं, वो सब लोग, चाहे वो लेखक हों या वो विचारक हों या वो देश के बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो ऐसे वकील हैं जो जब जब देश में इस तरह की घटनाएं होती हैं तो अपराधियों को बचाने का पाप करते हैं, वो सभी लोगों के हाथ भी अंकित शर्मा जी के खून से रंगे हुए हैं और बिल्कुल न्याय हुआ है और ये न्याय बहुप्रतीक्षित न्याय था। हम इसकी प्रतीक्षा में थे, इस न्याय की प्रतीक्षा में थे। जो चला गया वो तो वापस नहीं आएगा, लेकिन ऐसा सबक मिलना चाहिए कि दोबारा कोई इस प्रकार के बारे में सोचे भी ना, ऐसा सबक निश्चित तौर पे मिलना चाहिए।
नहीं, लेकिन क्या आप इसके ओर भी इशारा कर रहे हैं? आप कह रहे हैं कि जो एक्टिविस्ट वगैरह उमर खालिद की बात कर रहे हैं, क्या आप राजनेताओं की को भी इसमें शामिल कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि आम आदमी पार्टी से बिलोंग करते थे और आपने ये भी कहा है दैट दैट अरविंद केजरीवाल एंड मनीष सिसोदिया हैव ब्लड ऑन देयर हैंड्स, तो ऐसा क्यों कह रहे हैं
आप बताइए। जिन लोगों ने सड़कें बंद की, उन्हीं लोगों ने पत्थर चलाए, उन्हीं लोगों ने आग लगाई, उन्हीं लोगों ने हत्या की। और जो लोग सड़क बंद करने वाले के साथ खड़े थे, उस वक्त की तत्कालीन दिल्ली सरकार, चाहे वो केजरीवाल हो या वो मनीष सिसोदिया हो या संजय सिंह, जो लगातार ताहिर हुसैन को बचाने के लिए ऑन रिकॉर्ड मीडिया में बयान दिए।
Now, Arvind Kejriwal has hit out at the BJP and the AIMIM while trying to distance himself from Tahir Hussain. BJP has hit right back at Arvind Kejriwal, saying he owes an apology to the people of the national capital. BJP leaders are also saying that Tahir Hussain acted at behest of the Aam Aadmi Party. Listen.
Today, Tahir Hussain has been convicted. Satyamev Jayate. It is a conviction of the entire Aam Aadmi Party Congress ecosystem which was behind this anti-Hindu riots. It was not just the murder of Ankit Sharma. He was murdered brutally, 45 times stabbed, and it was an attack on the Hindu community. And the Aam Aadmi Party not only sponsored it, it defended it. It said Tahir is being persecuted because he's a Muslim. Sanjay Singh, Amatullah Khan said it. Then Congress and MIM also defended. They defended Umar Khalid, Sharjeel Imam also. All the rioters and the accused, the terrorists in this entire anti-Hindu pogrom were defended by this ecosystem.
जब अंकित शर्मा अपने कर्तव्य का पालन करके भीड़ के सामने आता है तो ताहिर हुसैन वो गुंडा है जो आम आदमी पार्टी में अरविंद केजरीवाल का दाहिना हाथ था, जिसने भड़काऊ बयान दिए और जिसने इस पूरी घटना को अंजाम दिया। और आगे कोर्ट कहता है, when the accused persons were acting in pursuance to a conspiracy and common object to kill Hindus, it covered killing of Ankit as well, for the reasons that Ankit was killed because he was a Hindu.
Moving on now, let's shift our focus to the developments taking place in West Asia. The war between US and Iran is intensifying after a brief pause, and in fact, it has taken a dramatic turn. Tit-for-tat attacks, deadly attacks taking place from both sides. Remember, it all began after Iran attacked a commercial vessel, I beg your pardon, in the Strait of Hormuz, after which US retaliated, and ever since that, these attacks, the retaliation continue. And this has hit home. Even if those missiles have not landed on the Indian soil, but grief has reached Indian homes. That's because one Indian national on board an oil tanker, Mombasa, has lost his life. We're getting some breaking inputs now. MEA has issued a statement after these developments, and MEA has mentioned in this statement how India is deeply concerned by the attacks that have taken place on two vessels, MT Al Bahia and MT Mombasa, and this happened during the transit of these vessels through the Strait of Hormuz. There were in all 30 Indian seafarers on board these vessels. Let's go across to Akanksha Swarup, my colleague, who's getting us more details. Akanksha, if you would just take us through the statement issued by MEA. India, of course, is also earlier, like we reported, summoned the Deputy Chief of Mission of Iran.
Right, and this time around, Swati, the language has been quite stern compared to the last time around. The ambassador of Iran had been summoned. That was in April this year, when again 2 Indian vessels had been targeted. So this time around, in fact, the Ministry of External Affairs has also conveyed its condolences to the grieving family of that one Indian mariner who lost his life on MT Al Bahia. Remember, they've also said that of the 18 Indian nationals on board Mombasa, 9 have sustained injuries, including 2 who are reported to be seriously injured. More importantly, the Deputy Chief of Mission of the Embassy of Iran in New Delhi was summoned this morning by the MEA, and a strong protest against these attacks was lodged with him, is what the statement coming in from the Ministry of External Affairs is stating. And there is, of course, the language which can be noted, because last time around the language that was used was that India conveyed its deepest concerns. And this time around, it's a strong protest is the terminology which has been used. India also goes on to strongly condemn these attacks and acts of violence targeting seafarers and disrupting free and safe navigation through international waterways like the Strait of Hormuz. We also reiterate our deep concern on account of the resumption of attacks and escalation of hostilities in West Asian region, and call for immediate cessation of violence and a return of dialogue and diplomacy. Now, what else can India do other than lodge these strong protests is also something we'll have to see.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Akanksha, for getting us the details. Let's in fact take a look at the series of attacks that have taken place in which Indian nationals have lost their life. In fact, let's play out some data on the screen. On the 2nd of March, Skylight oil tanker came under attack in which 2 Indians were killed. On the 10th of March, Safe Sea Vishnu oil tanker was attacked. 1 Indian national was killed. On the 10th of June, Setabelo oil tanker was attacked. 3 Indians were killed in that attack. 12th of June, GFS Galaxy came under attack. 1 Indian national is reported missing. And on the 14th of July, this is the latest, Mombasa oil tanker was attacked in the Strait of Hormuz, and 1 Indian national lost his life in that attack. Like Akanksha was telling us and taking us through the statement issued by the MEA, in which a stern tone and a strong message has been sent out by India, talking about how these Indian seafarers have come under attack. They've lost their lives, in fact, in the attacks and the retaliation that are taking place. And we're getting you all the updates as far as developments in West Asia are concerned. The conflict or the war over there is only intensifying. A quick break with that on the broadcast. We have a lot more lined up on the other side as well.